What's good, stream? What the frick? We are live. Okay, there we go. Today we're gonna be talking about this libtard. We're gonna be talking about how he's not a real Christian. What? He thinks aliens are real? Has he even looked at a page of the Book of Enoch? Has he even read the Bible? What is this guy going on about? What the frick?
You are saying to the human race, for the first time, an official intelligence representative is saying publicly, we are not alone.
We're definitely not alone.
Okay, play the video, you stupid
Absolutely,
internet.
the data points empirically that we're not alone, yeah.
This is one of the things that the sci-fi writers and filmmakers of the past got wrong. I think they got a lot right, but one thing they got wrong is they always assumed that going through all these different hypothetical scenarios of when we make contact with aliens or when aliens come to the United States, they always assumed that no matter what else happened, it would be a big deal to the people on Earth.
It's not a big deal because we know it's all fake. It's not a big deal because we know it's just them trying to hide the fact that they spy on us all the time and they have way more technology than they put on. They have a ton of technology. But the moon landing wasn't fake. They have the technology for that 100%. They have the technology for a lot of this. They have the technology to make it so we can't see them and they're camouflaged in the air. And when we catch them, oh, it must be aliens. Yes, I'm confirming it's aliens because they don't want to get freaking caught. Because they don't want a revolution. What? And how can you be a Christian and not read the Book of Enoch? How can you be a Christian and not read the full Bible? How can you be a Christian and look at all the evidence in the Bible and say, I believe in aliens? No. No. Aliens were the fallen angels. Aliens were the watcher angels that corrupted humanity. These aren't aliens. Aliens aren't green gooey guys that come out and they're gonna help us, guys. If anything, they would destroy us, what? They would want to take over our world, what? But no, it doesn't matter because aliens aren't coming down. They're demonic. Don't you see that Satan's little serpents are paving their way to make it so when after the tribulation happens and God lets the fallen angels out of the ensealment of the earth, the watcher angels, then they're going to make it normal, and they're like, yeah, it's aliens, we told you. When it's not really aliens. This is what it is. Okay, it's not green gooey guys. It's demons. It's demonic beings that want to disrupt the earth even more before because they know their time is going to come soon. Before they're like, oh, we have all the time in infinity, so they're just slow. Now, you think all those ancient civilizations they built was impressive? Wait, and all the sin we did was impressive? Wait for the havoc they wreak after they come back down during the tribulation period. What? Come on, Walsh. You're smarter than this.
Like, it'd be the biggest deal of all. And they got that wrong because a lot of people don't care. You have a U.S. intelligence official that comes out on the record and says, yes, we have these vehicles. We have them. And everyone's like, I don't know. Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah. You think it's credible that a U.S. intelligent person came and told everybody that, oh, aliens exist, yeah. You think that's credible? Was it also credible when they lied about us to the Arab wars? You believe everything the U.S. says, don't you, Matt Walsh? Was it credible when they told us that we need to go to war in Vietnam over some bullcrap issue just because they want to win a war? Was it credible, any of these wars? No. We shouldn't believe the freaking U.S. intelligence all the time, Matt Walsh.
I don't care. I don't care.
I want someone to explain to me. It doesn't mean that you can always find a reason to doubt anyone when they're making a claim of something you haven't seen for yourself.
I doubt it.
When you're assessing the veracity of someone's claim, you look at a couple of things. You look at their resume, their own background, to see if there's any reason they would know this. And this is not a credentialism thing. What I mean is, if someone's saying, oh, I have seen top secret classified documents proving this, well, now the credentials do matter because I want to know, are you the sort of person who would even have access to that? And if you aren't, then I'm not sure that I probably won't believe you. In this case, he is.
Should you even believe him if he has the credentials? Tell me this. Did the officers and the propaganda people that said, we're actually not going for oil, we're actually going because of terrorists? You probably believe in 9/11 too. Do you think just because they told us that and they're credible and they've seen the documents of what the U.S. wants us to think and they are telling us to do you think that is credible? What? Do you think that's credible? Just because he's working with the propaganda machine. Matt Walsh, bro.
Is the kind of person who would have access to that information. So you want to look at that. And the other thing you want to assess is what is in it for this person? If they're lying, what could they gain from lying? But
money from the elites, money from the propaganda machine they work for, higher pay. What can they not gain, Matt Walsh? If they tell the truth, then they gain nothing. If they lie, they gain everything. We know this, bro.
as we talked about, there's a lot of other evidence, and McKenna has compiled other UFO sighting videos, and I don't think I have any context on any of these, really. So I don't know where any of this happened. Do we know where any of this happened? These are just random YouTube videos of UFOs.
Now it is darkened outside. Temperatures are sitting at 61 in Buffalo. We have a northerly wind at 7. Good sleeping weather tonight, folks. What was that? Did anybody see that thing go past? Did we just see a shooting star on Skywatch? That was awesome.
Did we see it again? I missed it.
In Buffalo, we have a northerly wind at 7. Good sleeping weather tonight, folks. What was that? Did anybody see that thing go past? Did we just see a shooting star?
Yeah, that could have been. I don't know about that one. I mean, yeah, it was probably aliens. But look, they're not all going to be winners, okay?
Or maybe it's just the U.S. crafts. Maybe it's just the things that they use to spy on us, bro. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's not aliens. Oh, aliens. The aliens are sealed under the ground, you retard. Have you read your Bible in a billion years? It's underground. The aliens are not out and about. They're not. They really aren't. You think an abomination of nature, these green little goblins, are out and about? No, it's propaganda, bro. Yo, let's go. 2 boys in the chat. But it's propaganda. What do you mean? You don't think it's credible that there's people that the U.S. is spying on us? You think it's credible about the air wars too? Yeah. We totally didn't go for the oil. Yeah. Trust me, bro. Trust the U.S., bro. Just trust them. Yeah. Have you read your Bible? Have you read the Book of Enoch? No, it's not aliens. It's fallen angels and they're sealed underground into the tribulation period. It's not aliens. Aliens don't exist. And why should we care if they did exist for these abominations of nature when we are made in the image of God? What? Do you think they're going to kill us? We will annihilate them. The only reason they're technologically advanced, like they claim, is because it's really fallen angels. And they're not here, bro. They're not here. You're not going to find them. They're just trying to cover up for their spying and their propaganda. What? How can you be a Christian and believe in aliens? That's bullcrap, bro. The frick?
Okay, but many of these are very good. Okay, just go to the next one. This is from 1994. And this is in Norway. I mean, what else could that blur on the screen be but aliens?
What? What? The copester here is talking. Okay, this little copester. You see a blur on a screen and you automatically assume it must be aliens. This is so low quality. You could have made this even that back then in your home computer editing device. You think this little blur on the screen is credible? You think this is credible? You think the little blur going on the screen means it's automatically there's aliens? There's automatically aliens. You don't think they had the technology back then to have a similar device to spy on us? You don't think it's credible back then also that they made up this crap guys, it's aliens, not us spying. It's totally aliens. Number one, the incentive is so they have an excuse and they're not spying on us. It must be aliens. And number two is to pave the way for when the fallen angels will be let out of their cage. When God lets them out in the tribulation period. Hey guys, it's just aliens. They're making it normal now, so we're not freaked out when they come out. What? And you think this blur on the screen means it's aliens, Matt Walsh? How stupid can you be, bro?
I'm starting to destroy my...
You look for the Daily Wire? Or do you work for the U.S. government?
In
What?
case here. Look, they're not all of these sightings are created equal. But also, another thing to keep in mind is that there's also a question people are asking about why does it seem like we're seeing more and more of these recently, and what's that all about? Is it some sort of mass hysteria sort of thing? And I think that it's not. It's just that now we actually have the capability to record this, which could also explain. Because the other question is, well, if the government was lying about this for decades, and now you've got some government officials coming out and saying, yeah, this might be real, and you've got even Congress doing hearings and investigations and taking it seriously. Well, what explains that? Like, did they have a come to Jesus moment? Did they decide to start being honest? I think.
No, they had the absolutely opposite come to Jesus moment. What are you talking about? Because during that time, it was farther away from the tribulation period. The further we go in time, really, the closer we get to that time. So yes, more propaganda will come out. They'll come up with different news. So yes, that explains it. There's not much to explain. You really believe them still? Oh, they didn't believe it now, and then they believe it later because their propaganda shifted? You think that explains why? It's really aliens, bro, and they came to Jesus, bro. No, they're still working for the devil. Their propaganda just shifted because their narrative shifted because it's getting closer to that time. What? Classic alien cope.
No, I think instead, first of all, you got a few whistleblowers who are forcing their hand a little bit. And also because of modern tech.
What? You think a couple whistleblowers is going to force us to finally find this huge species? No. No, it's not a couple whistleblowers. It's the elites that run the freaking earth.
Technology and the information age and video and social media, they're not able to lie about this stuff the way that they used to. It's almost like their hands are being forced because people have cameras now on their phones and they can capture these kinds of videos.
I have over 200,000 pictures. I got pictures like this. Pop, 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 pop. This little camera takes all these pictures.
It's a very recent phenomenon.
You think that little painting, that little picture, that weird picture, couldn't be made on his phone? You think that weird picture is proof that there's freaking aliens? No, it's not. This whole video is just negative brain cells.
Where everybody has a high-powered camera with them all the time. And so it makes sense that now we're starting to see a lot more of this than we did before. And I also think that it might make sense that we're being visited. We're attracting more interest from these entities.
A UFO has landed in America, the only country UFOs ever seem to land in.
Because we have so much technology. As many of you know, I'm constantly traveling, being on the road as much as I am.
Now we have a corporate ad. Classic with this video, Matt Walsh. Daily Wire love its ads, don't they?
Doesn't look like California. I was going to say, California's changed quite a lot. Okay, let's watch this. And now we're talking. That right there, you see it turning around. The turn is really...
You think that couldn't be an aircraft made by the U.S.? You think that it's so technologically advanced that it floats? You don't think that the elites have enough money to make something like that? You don't think that the U.S. or the whole world combined has anything to make anything of that point? Of course it could. What? You really think that this is some great thing? You really think this is proof? This ain't proof, bro.
It's significant because that tells you it's not like some kind of blimp or balloon.
Since it's not something they came out and said, since it's something the government's hiding, it must be a UFO, right? Are you conservative? Or are you just a psyop? What the frick?
Other thing, and it's also important that in these sightings, there's similarities between them. And oftentimes, it's not possible. Like, how is that even staying in the sky? There doesn't appear to be any propulsion mechanism that we recognize.
It's called technology that they're hiding from you. Oh, the government would never hide anything from us. It's not like they lied about almost everything they've done in the last 50 years. Matt Walsh, think. You often say these things, think. And yet, when it's something that you agree with, you can't use your brain to actually think about things when you're saying them? Really? Wow.
A lot of times there aren't any wings that we can see. So it defies our understanding of physics in the first place.
Your understanding, not the least understanding.
So these are some of the footage that the Pentagon has released. Let's go to clip 10.